Hello neighbor, this is Curt with Etrailer, and today we're going to take a look at the BioLite SolarHome 625. Now what this is a portable modular light system that is solar powered that you can use in any kind of remote area like a hunting lodge, a work shed, shack, any kind of area like that where you don't have direct access to power. You can basically keep everything illuminated and safe. Now, if you've had any experience with the SolarHome 625, or if you watch this video and you have some questions about it, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. We'd love to take those questions or your experiences and share them with our other neighbors so they can make the best decision. So we just wanted to shut the lights off and kind of show what kind of brightness we're going to get out of the box there. That is on the brightest setting. We could, of course, change it to the lowest, which I'm going to do on all three right now. Go ahead and put it up to the medium light. And now at its brightest. So because we can kind of hang these up anywhere we really want to in any which way, this is going to come in really, really handy again for those spaces that you just can't get any power to, that work shed, that garage, that hunting lodge, anything like that. This is a very small, easy to use portable system for anyone. There's several different components to this. We do have our battery and control box right here, a solar panel that can be set up really any way we'd like. There is a 21-foot cord that's going to go to the battery to help charge it. And we're going to have three different lights, each with an independent control. They can be plugged in together to run as kind of a string light, and they each have their own remote option. There are different light modes at a low, medium, and high, and there is a light located right here on the control box as well. This is also going to feature a USB port on the side along with an adapter with all these different plugs. So really any kind of device that you need to get charged, you'll be able to using this adapter. On the control box here, we do have a battery indicator over here to our left. We can hit these arrows back and forth to show how much time we have at the current usage. When the lights are hooked up and on, that meter will go down a bit because you're using some power up. This indicator here is going to tell you how quickly you're being charged when we have the panel out in the sun. And it also has an FM radio function as well. We can see the speaker right here. The radio has its own antenna that you can run if you're in an enclosed area and you need a better reception. And we also have a slot here on the side that you can put in a card for your MP3. That way you can control what tunes. You're not at the mercy of whatever the DJ on the radio is playing. So we've got all those different functions. We'll see our serial number there as well. And right here on the main screen, we have our own battery indicator as well as the solar indicator here on the bottom. Now we do have a full battery, so even if this was outside, that indicator of the solar there would not be working because once it has a full battery, the solar panel stops charging it. If we take a look at the back of the battery box here, we're going to see a few inputs. They're pretty clearly indicated. You see the little sun symbol right there. That is where we would plug in our solar panel to get it charged. These two indicators here are for our lights. So we could go ahead and plug those in as well. The way that we have it run right now is that we are running these two lights together on tandem and this one through a separate input. However, there's multiple different combinations that you can do as far as your lights go in order to get it up and running just the way you like. So as you can see, we've got our light on right here. Got a pretty good luminescence, and we could go ahead and click this in order to get the different brightness levels. So low, there's medium, there's the brightest. Each of these lights has their own independent switch as well. So you really do have a lot of control of the kind of light that you're going to get. Not to mention, there is a light on the battery box as well with its own three different brightness levels. When we removed this from the packaging, the battery box actually had about 3 out of 5 bars for a power level on it. So we went ahead and we put it outside for roughly about 90 minutes. That's about all it took in some good sun to get this battery fully charged. at full power, you can run all 3 of your lights on the low brightness mode for about 24 hours. However, if you're going to bring them up to the high brightness mode, that's going to last you about 6 hours. And I misspoke a little bit. It's not just these 3 lights. That is also the light here on the box. So all 4 of those lights in the highest bright setting will run for 6 hours on a full battery. It's also going to include a lot of little hardware here, things that we can use to mount and run our wires to keep them out of the way. So you'll have some small nails like this with a clip that you can hold the wire in place along a wall. We got some retaining wire here for you to use, and we've got several nails as well. And one of the things about these lights is that you can either hang them on a nail and give them a little bit more of a permanent look. You can hang them by the hooks here if you need them to be pointed more straight down. So there's a few different ways that you can hang these lights and really be able to use them for what you need most. So there's a look at the BioLite Solar Home 625. I'm Curt with Etrailer. Thanks for stopping by.